Today is the 7th of March, which means patch 6.6.0 has been released, which features the new chapter, Tools of Torment. In this chapter, we get 1 killer and 2 survivors. So let's go through their perks. First, the killer, the school merchant, game afoot. While you are chasing the obsession, this perk activates. Damaging generators and destroying breakable walls and pallets gives you a 5% haste status for 8, 9, or 10 seconds. Whenever you hit the survivor with a total most time in chase with a basic attack, they become the obsession. Then we have Thwack. After hooking a survivor, performing the break action on the next breakable wall or pallet will make survivors within 32 meters scream and reveal their aura for 4 seconds. Thwack is active for 45, 60, or 75 seconds after the survivor is hooked. And finally, we have Leverage. Each time you hook a survivor, gain 1 token, up to 10 when you hook a survivor. This perk activates. For each token, reduce the speed at which survivors heal by 3, 4, or 5% for 30 seconds. Okay, and the first survivor that we have is Talita Lyra, and their first perk is Cut Loose. After performing a rushed vault in a chase, this perk activates. While active, your rushed vaults are silent for up to 4, 5, or 6 seconds. Successfully performing a rushed vault during that time resets this timer. This perk goes on cooldown for 45 seconds. The next perk is Friendly Competition. Whenever you finish repairing a generator with at least one other survivor, this perk activates. You and other survivors who finished repairing the generator with you get 5% increased repair progress for 45, 60, or 75 seconds. Survivors can only have one instance of this perk's ability active at once. And lastly, we have Teamwork Power of 2. Whenever you finish healing another survivor, you both move 5% faster, as long as you stay within 12 meters of the survivor you healed, or until one of you loses a health state. Teamwork Power of 2 can only trigger once every 180, 160, or 140 seconds. Survivors can only be affected by 1 Teamwork Power of 2 effect at a time. The second survivor is called Renato Lyra. Their first perk is Background Player. Whenever another survivor is picked up, break into sprint at 150% of your normal running movement speed for 4 seconds. Background Player causes the exhausted status effect for 60, 50, or 40 seconds. Second, we have Blood Rush, which is probably one of the most complicated perks I've ever read, but it could be interesting if you combine it with Head On. But this is the perk. This perk activates once you are 1 hook away from instant death. Essentially dead on hook. While healthy, running, and suffering from exhaustion, press the active ability button to lose a health state and recover from exhaustion instantly, and gain the broken status effect for 28, 24, or 20 seconds. You are then automatically healed from the injured to healthy after those 28, 24, or 20 seconds. Being put into the dying state will cancel the healing effect. Activating Blood Rush will disable it for the remainder of the trial. Teamwork Collective Stealth. Whenever another survivor finishes healing you, you both leave no scratch marks as long as you stay within 12 meters of the survivor who healed you, or until one of you loses a health state. Teamwork Collective Stealth can only trigger once every 180, 160, or 140 seconds. Survivors can only be affected by 1 Teamwork Collective Stealth effect at one time. So those are the perks. Now let's get into the changes. Shelter Woods has been updated. Deep in the heart of Shelter Woods lies the School Merchant's hunting camp, where luxury and brutality coalesce. Many grotesque tools have been crafted within its walls. The high life indeed. So we're seeing a change to Shelter Woods, which we saw on the PTB. We're also getting a change to Red Forest. Now that is both Temple of Purgation and Mother's Dwelling, and I think it looks pretty good. We are also finally getting a visual update over to Hattie, who has needed this since release. These changes are visual improvements to eyes and hair shape and color adjusted to be more reflective of her lore, added blood to her prestige hair, visual update to her uncommon skin makeup, and icons and portrait have been updated. Now, there are really cool quality of life adjustments here, so let's get into them. Map Repeat Prevention. This update improves the map selection process. Now, the possibility that players in the trial will see the same map as their previous trial has been reduced to near zero. It's also unlikely that they will be sent to a recently visited map, though the likelihood will be a little higher than near zero. This will not impact the efficiency of map offerings, nor will it affect custom game. Loading timeout. After analyzing the data on our side, we've established a set of expected loading times for each of the steps while loading into a trial. As a result, if any player crashes or hangs while loading, we'll now be able to return everyone to the tally much earlier. Reporting players. We know that sometimes you may face unsportsmanlike behavior even before a match. We have now added the option to report a player from the online lobby. And finally, the changes that we are here for. Any memes necessary. They have removed the cooldown. No, okay, that's a really good change, and I will be using it, but Eruption is finally getting nerfed. After kicking a generator, its aura is highlighted in yellow. Whenever a survivor enters the dying state, every affected generator explodes, losing 10% worth of current progress, and it starts to regress. And here's the important part. Any survivor repairing a generator when it explodes will scream and reveal their aura for 8, 10, or 12 seconds. Eruption has a cooldown of 30 seconds. There is now no incapacitation effect. Let's go. And then what we have a bunch of changes towards bots in custom games, which I think are really, really good changes for those people that just want to try new builds out or new killers. There's also a heap of bug fixes as per usual, but similar to last time, I'm not going to go through them because as they've mentioned about 50 here, there's probably about another 500. So we're just going to leave it there. Let me know your thoughts on this patch in the comments. And if you do see this video right now, I am streaming over on Twitch, and I hope you all have a good day. I'll see you later. Peace.